Hello. Today I wanted to demonstrate the use of a two-part epoxy putty that is designed specifically for modeling. So you can use it like modeling clay. However, because it is a two-part epoxy, it will harden and it will be permanent. It's kind of like the plumber's putty, except this has been formulated by a company called Smooth On. And they make various rubber molding products. They make polyurethane rubber molds, polyurethane casting resins, silicone molding material, etc. And they really increased their product line over the years, and so you should definitely check them out. They're called Smooth On. This stuff is called Freeform Sculpt High Density Epoxy Dough Dash Crystalline Silica Free. So I guess it's free from a carcinogen, I guess, called crystalline silica. So it says it can be safely sanded, shaped, and painted. Used as a repair adhesive, freeform sculpt will bond to itself in a variety of surfaces, including wood, metal, glass, stone, and concrete. Freeform sculpt will even cure underwater. It's a 1-to-1 ratio by volume, pot life, 1.5 hours at 1 pound per. So basically, this stuff will cure faster the more, the bigger the mix. Okay, and so you want to be careful when you mix large amounts. So typically these are just like an exothermic reaction, and because it's a self-catalyzing reaction, the more you mix, the quicker the reaction will go. Anyway, so shore hardness 80, heat deflection temp 150 degrees Fahrenheit, shrinkage less than 1/1000th of an inch. That's pretty good. So anyway, I'm going to be attaching my figure to the backing for my relief, and I've screwed drywall screws into the board, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to embed these screw heads into the epoxy, and then attach the epoxy to my figure. So hopefully that will bond my my figure to the backing. And then I'm going to demonstrate some sculpting with the dough, with the epoxy, and I will be adding three-dimensional forms to this relief, and then get it ready for a state wherein I can paint it. So this piece is going to be a relief, and the trick is to create integrate this figure into a thematic whole, which works as a single art piece. Okay. Hey folks, So we are now going to, as I stated earlier, I'm going to take the smooth on, and take the putty, the 2-part putty here, and I'm going to mix it and mount my relief figure to my board. Hello folks. So here are the 2 components of the smooth on freeform Sculpt epoxy putty. I'm going to be making little balls approximately of equal size of part A and part B. Make sure you keep your utensils separate. Don't want to mix them up. I'm going to make, I don't know, 5 balls. 5 balls. 1, 2. 3. 4. So I don't cross-contaminate these components, I'm going to throw this stick away. I'm going to make 5 balls of the part B. Part B is a little bit stickier. So keep them ordered so that in case the balls are of different sizes, you can kind of keep them organized. This one's a little smaller. Okay. Okay. Throw the stick away. Okay. I'm going to set these aside. Okay. There's my piece. Now, I've got these screws that drywall screws that I've screwed into this board. And I need to mix these two parts. And then I need to embed these screw heads to the epoxy. Make sure you get it nice and a uniform color. Not the greatest contrast between these two components, but you can kind of see when it's, pretty consistent gray color. Now this one I'm going to stick inside the head, like so. Okay. Kind of keep it loose. All right. Let's see how that lines up approximately. Okay, so that lines up pretty well, pretty nicely. These two screws, I think, line up approximately in the shoulder regions, here and here. So I think I'm going to create a blob. If I build a blob that can kind of span that region, I should be able to embed this epoxy in the screw heads, but I'm not sure. Well, you know what? I just thought of something. I thought of a better way to do this. Well, we'll see. We'll see. That shoulder approximately there. Okay. This shoulder The only problem with this approach is that I will probably never get this thing off, which this is good and bad. It's always dangerous to commit to something like this, but it's okay. It's fine. Okay. So put that there. And then I'm going to try for this leg here. I feel pretty good about if I could have maybe hit that point and maybe another point up here. This point corresponds to about that region right there, so we'll see. We shall see. It's really sticky. It's interesting. So in the instructions, it said that if you want to create like a detailed sculptures, if you want to create detailed forms with this, let it set a little bit. Let it sit up and then use water so that you don't, it doesn't stick to everything like it is now. Okay. Let's see how this works. I can feel it getting warm. Starting to catalyze. Okay, so let's put this blob. That corresponds to this region down here somewhere, as far as I can tell. Okay, but we gotta keep it. Make sure I have enough material. Okay, that's good. All right, I'm gonna change the gloves. Check my alignment. See if I need to shift the positions of these blobs. This one's too high. I need to come a little lower on this one. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So there we go. Pretty darn good.